Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We are absolutely loving life at Lazio right now. Unbeaten after 19 league games, through to the knockout stages of the Europa League, and we've got our cup run to start. The unbeaten season, most importantly, is still on. It is ridiculously warm. I have started to sweat a little bit. How are we all doing, though, people? Mal and Maria in the building. Good evening. Hope you've had some wonderful Wednesdays. Let's see. FM's not gonna like me. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. Like, why would it? Why would it? There we go. There we go. We're back off of winter break. Um, is there anyone with good potential in here? Conga. Welcome in, Tyler. I can't believe I'm back watching the Shaz tactic, but Chuck won and he's now destroying the team. So what's worse, Roy? This shithouse tactic or Chuck destroying his entire team with Den Bosch? That's the main question. But this is not a shithouse tactic. This is a tactic that's playing some of the best football Serie A has ever seen. Like, and if you don't believe me, 46 goals for, 12 against. We've scored the most goals in the league. We'll find out in about 20 minutes. Fair enough. Fair enough. Inter are giving us a close run. But we've only conceded 12 and 19 and have scored 46. I think it's not a shithouse tactic. I think it's playing some of the best football Serie A has ever seen. And you can make your minds up as you will. There's no one really with potential, so they can all go. We might be able to find a way. We might be selling Pepe Reina. He's had a bid put in from CSKA. There was one from AZ as well, but they wanted me to pay like 13.5k of his wages, and I told them, no, I'm not doing that. And it was non-negotiable, so CSKA can have him. He's 39 years old. We'll make about 100k from him. We've won Serie A Manager of the Year. Of course we have. 84 win percent. 84 win percent. And then defouling him like this. No, I'm not defouling him at all. I mean, that looks more like Chuck yawning than a Chuck gasm. I'm not gonna lie, but yes, we need to have it. Yes, we need to have it. What are we gonna get rid of? What are we gonna get rid of? There's a lot I don't want to get rid of. Yeah, this one we can get rid of. Nobody's ever used this emote in the entire time since I've had it. So, yes. We need a Chuckgasm. It just has to be done. Ciro Immobile's won the Ballon d'Or. Roy, and you're telling me this is a shithouse tactic? I've got 2 of the top 3 in the Ballon d'Or. I can't believe you're even insinuating it's a shithouse tactic. Like, it's a sensational piece of news. I'm not saying it can't work, I'm just saying it's fucking disgraceful. Sergey Milinkovic Savic are pretty good at football. I think they are. We're gonna get that tweet out. We've got to tweet that out. And then Immobile's won men's best player as well. And he's won World Player of the Year. And he's won World Player of the Year. Like, men's best player. World Player of the Year. Add them as a follow-up. They are very, very good. Lazio, they're in the World 11. They're in the World 11. Like, defenses don't want to play against these two. Handanovic has won Goalkeeper of the Year. 10 conceded, that's fine. Immobile dedicates his Ballon d'Or to me and his World Player of the Year to me. Like, Reina's going. See you later, Pepe. You've gone. When does he move? He'll probably be, yeah, the end of the month. When the Russian window opens. But yeah, so that's a nice way to start the stream. January window is here as well, so we might have to see about potentially investing in stuff. If Marisic doesn't want a new deal, he's also a non-EU player, being what? Montenegrin. If he doesn't want a new deal, what's his value? He's only valued at like 6 million. And it ends in the summer. I do want to keep him around. Do we have any money in the transfer budget? We have 56. We do not have money in the transfer budget. That is. And we earned 73k over our wage budget. Jesus Christ, I'm financially crippling them. I've taken Henry's role of winning it. Immobile's player of the month. No, that's player. Wait, that's not player of the year. That's player of the year. That can't be. I mean, that seems like that's player of the year rather than player of the month. But again, I'm not gonna question it. He's in there. He's everywhere. He's winning awards left, right, and center. He's winning awards left, right, and center. We are absolutely fucking massive, chat. Absolutely massive. We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the cup. Italy's gonna be done in a season. Maybe not. He wins all the awards and then gets out for 8 weeks. Of course. So maybe we're loaning in a striker. Maybe we're loan. Do we loan him? Can we loan Makoko? Can we loan him Makoko? I mean, the board feel like we're doing great. We have players that can replace him. Basuma to Juventus would be a good transfer for them. He's moving to Spurs, I think, this summer, which is a little bit concerning that he's going there as well, because he's quite a good player. Now, he would be somebody I'd like to have at the club, to play in that ball winner or box to box role. He could do both. He's very, very good. We'll scout him for a week, see if we can get any more reports on him. With that going out, we'll probably play Andre Anderson up top. He can do that pressing forward role quite nicely. Like if we put him here, pressing forward attack. So he has the physicals and the mentals to do it. 22 years of age. He's no Ciro Immobile, but he's still good enough to do it. Cataldi for that. No, sorry, Napoli. I'm not going to speak to you then. I'm not going to answer that question. That's if you'd have given me an option to say I'm not going to tell you at this time, then I would have spoken to you, press officer. But we're not going to be doing that. 24 players registered. We've got the 3 keepers in, so that's fine. Is there anybody else? You're under 22, so you don't need to be registered. Kamenovic can then be registered. Wait, is he under 21? He's under 22. He doesn't need to be registered then, does he? Save that spot for somebody else that might need it. Falbo's under 22. He doesn't need it. Moro's under 22. It doesn't look like we need anybody. So we can just confirm and move on. Nobody's going to be unhappy. Lucas Leiva's out for 3 to 4 weeks. They've come back. They've had to do a bit of physical training after their week off, and they're shit in the bed. How bloody dare they? How bloody dare they? I can't actually believe it. But Fiorentina away is going to be a little bit more difficult now. We might finally lose a game. I hope not. We've won 16 of our 19. Luis Alberto, absolutely not. He's not going anywhere. He's incredibly interested in speaking to Bologna. What was his potential? 2.5 star. Can we get 150k up front? After 20 games, 35. And per league appearance, 2k. Can we... They'll accept that. Cool. Send that to the inbox. I'll take that little bit more cash. Again, it's not going to do a lot, but it's going to get wages off the bill. And considering how far over we are on the wage bill, we might need it. That's the one thing I need to do. Training calendar. Community outreach there, please. And then the same for the Empoli game. Yeah, there we go. That's better. But we start the cup today. We will find out who we get in the Europa League. We'll probably play the first knockout round today, as the second knockout round today. They've offered a contract to you. You're 2.5 star in the under-20s. Says you're a winger. I don't see you as a winger myself, my good man. You're more of a striker, but then you're very pacey. We'll trigger the extension clause. See if that helps. They've offered a contract to you. Do you have a contract extension? No, you do not. You're 2-star, 2-star. A midfielder. CM. I think you can go. He's interested in joining. We accepted what I mean, there's 205k there. So now all of a sudden that first one for you can get in the bin because we've got it up front. That's the way it goes. It's probably why they see him as a winger, to be fair. Yeah. It does make sense. But it's also it's also probably like the other stuff as well is better as a winger than the mentals of a striker, because you need more mentals as a striker than you do as a winger. And that probably helps. And that probably makes him slightly better as a winger. Now, Acerbi's been bid by Man United. We were going to be looking to sell him in the summer anyway. And we'd be guaranteed 5 mil up front. Do we get 100% of transfers? We only get 55% of that. So if we got 55% of 5.75, I'm cracking out the calculator, chat. We'd get about 3 mil back. Obviously, he's gonna want to go to Man United. It's then, we're not gonna be able to buy a centre-half to be able to, like, cover his ability. Now, we could play Marusic back in at centre-half because he was doing well as the wide centre-back. And move Felipe out to the left-hand side, or Marusic out to the left-hand side, depending on who has the better left foot. Not this one. Oh my god, click the right one. Fairly strong left foot on Marusic. Fairly strong on Luis Felipe. So probably play Luis Felipe out on that left-hand side. And then bring Marusic in. We could sell him and not really lose out too much, because Marusic has played really well as a centre-back when he's played there. He would get super mad and disrupt things. That's what I was thinking as well. I wasn't going to accept it. It was whether I could then afford to bring in another centre-half. That was my question. I'm going to accept it. It's going to be accepted. It's not the best offer, but for a Serbi at 33, like, he's played well for us this season. Got 2 assists, a 7.44. Like, he will do well still, but I don't think he's gonna really do well at Man United. We can have a little scout for some centre halves. Do I have a wide centre back filter? No, I do not. Let's import the. Is there a wide centre back? This is not my views that I want. Because it's for because they're FM21, I don't know if there will be wide centre back views. No, there won't be. We'll get a ball player then. I might have to look into the wide centre back views and make them myself. Let's look at World Rep. Let's make them have a very strong left foot. Left foot is very strong. And then make it centre backs. Everyone has a price, Sean, especially 30 plus players. Yes, but it's not as much as I would probably want for him. How's Lazio going? Now, we are unbeaten at the halfway point in the league phase. We've just had Ciro Immobile win the Ballon d'Or World Player of the Year and the, what's the third one? Men's Player of the best FIFA men's player. He has won the lot. He has clean swept the lot with Milinkovic-Savic coming third in the Ballon d'Or and World Player of the Year. So that's great. But then Immobile is now out injured for the majority of the for like the next 8 weeks, and we've just had a Serbi be sold towards Man United. Going very good. Yeah, we also topped our Europa League group as well. The only defeat being that defeat to Spartak. The rest of them, let's just say, were absolute batterings. And I don't know how we lost 4-3 to Spartak in the first place. But yeah, and then we found out we got a second tier side in Brescia in the third round of the cup. And now we're looking for a centre-back to sign. You didn't bottle Europe. No, I didn't bottle Europe. I don't bottle in Europe. My name's not Sweet Left Foot. Now, Longley might be an interesting one to bring in. You could potentially bring him in on a few installments. And he could do that job at the wide centre-back. You could go for the Wonder Kid in an SCL, but he's going to be he's going to be way too expensive to sign now. Pablo Murray's on loan somewhere. He's on loan in Udinese, so we're not signing him. Same thing with Vardio. He'll be too expensive. Yeah, he's nearly valued at 100 million. Do we bring in Tyrone Mings, chat? 19 to 31 million. Like, Longley's cheaper to buy. And probably better than Tyrone Mings. Palomino from Atalanta's not for sale, so he's going to cost an arm and a leg. John Brooks is not the quickest. Lisandro Martinez from Ajax, 14 to 17 million. He's not got the best at tackling. He would be someone I'd be interested in getting a week's worth of scout reports to get some more knowledge on him. Same with Sven Botman. I think he's signing for Newcastle potentially this summer. He's only 21 years old, though. Good defensive stats. Again, he'd be somebody to get a weeks-long scout report on. Udakai's always a good one to sign as well. 6'4", good physicals. Udakai could be the one. He could be the one. Give him a scout. We're not signing Ogbonna. Hinteregger. Again, we'll get another week's-long scout report. We'll get some scout reports on some left-sided centre-backs. Niakate's another one that normally is a decent player to sign. Malang Sarr, he's not very good in this game, but again, for half a season, like, we could. Ferrari. Naif Agurd. Now, if I've been absolutely mudded here, Tyler. Oh no, Ren. I was going to say, if I get mudded here, we'll get a scout report on him as well. Playing a lot for them. Cheap as well. 25. He could be worth a scout. We've got a few scout reports coming in for centre-halves. As Napoli beat Genoa to go up into third. He's coming to you, IRL. Okay, I'll definitely have a little scout of him. See what I can make of him. Bettini, another club coming in with 205k for him. They could be of use to the under-20s there. Luis Felipe praised the excellent form of you. We are the favourites, of course. We have been absolutely smashing it. It would only really be that centre-back we'd look to bring in. I don't think I'm going to look to bring anybody to replace Immobile for, like, the injury. His medical is today or tomorrow. Okay. Atalanta have offered Radu a contract. Does he want to sign a new deal? Squad player, obviously not doing that. But having him for another season, maybe on like 25k. Drop that down to 600k. Offer his agent a little bit more in there. And then 1 year extension like that. There we go. Is that a decrease in his contract? That's a massive decrease in his contract as well. We'd be saving massively on the wage bill, which would be nice. We don't have an... Oh, we might have an under-18s manager, but improving it. He's terrible with 12 working with youngsters. He's better at 17. Nines and 11s. Carboni's the best one. Sure. Wave compensation. Can we get you at 1.8? Could we get you at 1.9? We could get you at 1.9. Why not? It's going to be better. We're offering the deal.
Shalom!
When it blocks it,
Shalom!
Then we can make our change from there. Max Wright. I'm hoping it's right. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the follow. How is life? Welcome to life where it's good in Lazio. The fans love us. The board love us. We have the world's best player on our team. And everything's working well. But let us know if you've got a save on the go. Evening, James. Welcome in. Man United make... Right, Man United, can we stop bidding on our players? Now, this is a guy I want to persuade to stay. 57 grand a week. Right, we're doing it. For Lazari, it's worth it. Not there. Not that. Offer you the wage rise. 57 grand a week. We can offer it. We do it. It's worth it for Lazari. He's been sensational for us. And then we reject the bid from Man United for that one. Get in the bin, Lazari. Okay, so Akpro's now what, on AFCON duty? Yeah. And Lucas Leiva's injured. Amazing. Cataldi, you can do a ball winner role though, can't you? Yeah. So Cataldi can come onto there. And then we bring this guy in, and we'll bring Silva onto the bench as well. We'll have centre-backs on the bench. Because the Serbi's moving to Man United, we are going to bring Marusic in, move for Luis Felipe out to that left-hand side. We'll leave Thingy on the bench with Radu, just in case we need centre-back cover. We are going to look to potentially offer Marusic a new contract, just in case we stay here, because he's, like, very, very good. He's been very, very good for us so far this season. I don't really want to lose him as a centre-back. That's why we've rejected the bid for Lazari. And I've remembered I can't play Ciro Immobile, which is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking that he's had to get injured. But we've been scoring goals for plenty without other people. We can do it without 29-goal Ciro Immobile. That might affect him getting to 50 this season, which was the aim. It was the aim for Ciro to get 50. But we shall see. Fiorentina away. First up. Let's see if we can do it. I'm doing good though, James. How has your Wednesday been? Hope it's been good. No highlights in the opening 15. Encourage again. Dragovski's injured. What have you got? Doesn't say. Torreira with a corner. Cabral heads over. That's fine. It's the first time having Luis Felipe out on this left-hand side. It'll be interesting to see how it does for him. Busy overtime at work and only must manage to sit down. Well, at least you're sitting down now. As Lazari shot is blocked. DeMarco, Cataldi, Felipe. Basic wins the header. SMS fires home. And it doesn't matter. No Ciro Immobile, no problemo. Milinkovic-Savic fires home. And Lazio lead away from home in Serie A again. I've just seen they have 3 goalkeepers on the bench and haven't managed to fill it out. We can definitely find another gear. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, the 3rd best player in the world. Welcome in, Bay. What is it about Glory Hunter you enjoy? As much as I love a challenging save, I do also like the fact that I can then use some of the better players in the game as well. And I like challenging for titles, and it's a save I didn't finish last year, and it's because I ran out of time. So I want to finish it off this year. As SMS has a brace. But I do enjoy the, building squads. And I don't do it, where I go to, a big team and then... So I start off with, a big team like Lazio. But then, last year, I went from Inter, who were doing well, to Monaco, who don't necessarily win the French league a lot. And built a squad to be able to challenge PSG and win the league in 2 seasons. I went to Chelsea, who when I took over Chelsea were down in 11th. So the fact is I like to have a team where I can build a short-term title-winning success. And if I financially cripple them, it doesn't matter, because by the time I've won it all and the financial effects of my stay leave, then I can just... the financial effects have happened after I've left, basically. And I don't have to deal with debt. It's great fun. And you get to use some of the better players in the game for a bit, and then have a look at some of the best regens in the world and sign them for big money as well. And just all in all, it's fun because you win a lot. And everybody loves winning. SMS, Lazari into the box. Puts it in, can't quite find the header. You're not allowed to have fun on FM. It has to be paid. That's why I did Churton over, because then the fun of this gets nullified. Unless you're a Spurs fan, yeah. But you don't go to Spurs in a glory hunter, Bay. Ask Henry how that went last year, and you'll figure out your answer. Sakagni can come on for Luis Alberto. Cataldi can be replaced by you, because you are more of a ball winner. Yeah. Because if there's a team that go to Spurs in a glory, avoid a save, yeah. The only time you go to Spurs is if you want to then purposely try and relegate them. That's the only time you go to Spurs. Because then you have fun when you lose. And it's great. Callahan corner. Header in by Milenkovic. Now he could be somebody to sign in the summer. Potentially. There's also, I saw from Abby's stream yesterday, there is a Dutch natural libero. Luis Felipe gets his first of the season. It's 3-1. The unbeaten run continues. I don't think I'll ever do a Premier League save, to be honest. Premier League saves aren't the worst. Yes, Brexit's annoying, but Brexit doesn't really get affected when you're in the Premier League, because most of the players just get given work permits. Or you have the money to then just pay over to avoid it. Yeah, but when you're doing a glory hunter, you don't need to start in the Championship. If there's a team in there that's done well, then why not? Why not go for it? Why not do it? Why not enjoy it? And have fun with a save where you can be absolutely as massive as this Lazio team are and are just unbeaten after 20 league games. You could do it like Sweet Left Foot and take Depor and then win 20 out of 20 in the league. But why start all the way down there when you can just get Lazio with Immobile, Milinkovic-Savic and Luis Alberto and score goals for fun? Like, take Middlesbrough or Portsmouth or something, yeah. Just don't take Sunderland, because Newcastle are the better team in the Northeast to manage. Not now. They were before the money. But Maestro, yeah, we was happy to let you go. Radu commits his future. Right. Yeah, the guy we just got in is much better. I love winning. Who doesn't, HC? Welcome in, man. He can get a professional contract, but he is useless. He's going to Udinese, so that can go. He has gone to the team we're now playing, and then we'll rest for the Brescia game because we don't need it. Marusic is in the team of the week. I think that's confirmed. Even if Acerbi doesn't play anymore, that Marusic is going to start at centre back ahead of him because he's ridiculously good as a wide centre back. 2 wide centre backs in a libero. It's the dream back three. It's what everybody wanted when FM, because now you can play your entire starting 11 on attack duties if you want to. Let's get another week scout report on you. And you. Udakai isn't the worst in the world. Again, I'd like to get a little bit... want to get a little bit longer on these scout reports. And then a good for Tyler's. Our under-20s are out in the quarterfinals of the Cup. Oh no. Anyway. We don't care about the success of the underage groups or not. Hatterbo are going to Milan. Lazzari is happy to stay. He signed himself a new contract. He's got the money he would want to stay at Lazio, so we've given him that money. And now we're going to go and reward him with a league title, hopefully. A league and a cup double, maybe a Europa League treble thrown in for good measure. Would be lovely to see if we could get 3 trophies ticked off in the first season. Because, why... That's a little bit annoying, because we're selling Pepe Reina. So we're going to have to play that third choice keeper. Yeah, that's the one thing we are going to do as well. Is it this guy? I can't remember who it is. And that... It is Adamus. He's going to be now the one that we... He's going to be the one we have to play. We might need a new backup keeper. A third choice anyway. Well, we've got the one in the under-18s should we need one. Acerbi is going to go to United. We'll make a parting comment. Goodbye, Francesco. We get 3.2 million back in that deal. We'll discuss it. Sorry, Chiro. I know you're injured right now, and one of your good mates has gone to Man United, but it's worth it. It's worth it. We'll bring Jorge Silva back onto the bench. It's not worth it, but, he wanted to leave. We now have money to put into the... We want a little bit more out. I'd say go to... If we have 1 mil up front... we are probably going to need to... get a little bit more cash. We're getting 69k, nice, back from Reina, but that's not really going to help. He's going on a free. How much money are you taking up in contracts? He's going to stay anyway because it's a free transfer. They'll be at the end of the season. Is there anybody we could potentially sell for a little bit of cash? Probably not. which makes things a little bit more difficult. The fact we've got 61 grand a week in High Sanch sitting on the bench. Lucas Leiva's on 70k a week. That would be nice to lose in the summer. I'm not gonna renew that contract. Strakosha's contract expires as well. As does Marusic's. Can we offer you a new deal? Right, we can. Important player, fine. 44 grand a week. He wants 59. Can we get you down at 55, my good sir? We'll up that to 2 milli. He'll take that. He'll take that. Right, we've got Marusic signing a new deal for next season. Strakosha's probably going to be the one we don't renew. I think I'm going to let him go on a free, possibly, and then get a couple of new keepers in the summer. Should we stay here? Building the squad for next season. I think we can upgrade the goalkeeper department. Next match, Adonis comes in, and then Reina obviously goes onto the bench. Who are you on international duty with again? Ivory Coast. I hope the Ivory Coast get knocked out pretty quickly. I'm sorry to say that, dude. But I hope your country do shit so that you can come back and do good for us. Is that fair enough? Can we agree that, my good sir? No, we can't leave. So the rule is of the save, obviously, we can't leave the club unless we win it or in a country, or we get sacked. So if we get stuck here for 4 seasons just trying to win the Coppa Italia, we're stuck here for 4 seasons trying to win the Coppa Italia. That's the one rule we've changed. It's not like a regular one where you can just leave and come back. No, we build the team to win it. We build the team to win it all. So the ideal scenario most seasons is that sort of we win the cups early, and then once we win the league, we piss off. And then we do it that way. So we're not ever having to like worry about like staying at a country to win the cups. Oh, Lazari, that's brilliant from you. Square it in. Milinkovic, Savic. Oh, it's off the Denver. Oh, that was brilliant from Lazari to win it back, though. Nguyen Perez, he's on loan from Atletico, isn't he? Yeah, he's one that develops nicely and saves at times. No Nations League. No Nations League, no. The Nations League is the only one we don't care about internationally. I was tempted to add it in and replace the Club World Cup from last year, but I wanted to keep the Club World Cup in because the Nations League is the Nations League and no one really cares about it. Well, I don't anyway. I'd rather have to win a Club World Cup than a Nations League because a Club World Cup is a lot more difficult to get into than the Nations League is. Especially if you're managing one of the big nations. As they've now hit the bar as well. Cope? Why are we coping? Encourage the boys. We've not had a shot on target in this first half yet, and I'm a little bit disappointed. Because we normally hit the target like it's going out of fashion. Basic, DeMarco. Milinkovic Savic is in. We hit the target, and of course it's Sergei Milinkovic Savic that scores it. Nations League Cope. Look. We don't care about the Nations League. If I really cared that much about the Nations League, I'd have been watching it instead of streaming it. Instead of streaming those nights. I could not care less about it. I think it's great for the other teams that are down below. I think for the big nations, it doesn't have that much of an effect. It's not a tournament that's necessarily worth like paying too much attention or caring about. I just clicked the wrong thing. I will praise instead to make those defenders happy. There we go. Lazari's cross is headed away, but Basic is there to win it. And we rebuild again. Marusic. Lazari. Oh, that's a lovely flick inside. SMS, Andre Anderson, Alberto. There's SMS again. He sits the keeper down. He fires it in. It's Lazio 2 and Udinese 0. Ollie, welcome in the building. It is baking here today. It is. It is, yes, it is. Hope you're doing well, good sir. You're coming in to see the continuation of Lazio's domination of Italy. Well, in the league anyway. Can Inter stop winning as well? That would be nice. Like, I'd appreciate it, Inter, if you stopped winning. Just make this title procession a lot easier for me. Right, we've got the cup in midweek, but we are going to rest a few players. Kamenovic can come on as the left winger. Cataldi will possibly have to play in midweek, so Zidzek. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure, but he can come in. He can come in and take himself a nice little position up there. Andre Anderson's not had fun, so we'll bring... Do you know what? We'll give Pedro the run around as the striker. Why not? Pedro can play up front as the pressing forward. Ramos. Oh, this is lovely. Pedro, Lazari. Get down the outside like a trailer park. Like the trailer park girl you were born to be. Kamenovic, oh, he's hit the post. Alberto can't do it, but Sergei Milinkovic-Savic has a hat-trick. He will be walking off with that match ball. He'll be getting his Team of the Week card in FIFA. He's had a stormer of a game. Hat-trick for the main man. The captain of the day. Lazio are still flying. We've nearly hit a plus 40 goal difference. It's not quite Mike's, nearly 90 goal difference. I don't know how he's done it. But it's ridiculous. Alberto, by the looks of it, has 3 assists as well. We're not even going to make any changes. We're just going to let it play out. We're going to put Udinese through their paces. I say that now. We'll probably concede off this highlight. Soppy. In, head up, straight at Adamonis. He's played 2 games, Adamonis. And he's looked like he's going to keep 2 clean sheets. Hello, Abby. How are we? Patrick, I bought you on as a sub, son. How long were you on the pitch for? I can't even tell because the skin's bugged with it. It's the ball winner role as well. Right, Basic will move into that ball winner role. We will put SMS in the box-to-box role. And we'll then just leave Luis Alberto as an AP behind. We'll bring Hysaj on for Lazari for a little bit. And then that's all that's 4 of our changes. Did you read my message, beloved? It's going to be 35 degrees. Like, how am I going to go to school in this temperature? I don't know. I really don't know. Do you know what? We'll bring Sakagni on for a little bit for Luis Alberto as well. I don't know how people are going to be working, schooling. It's going to be pain. As Gerard De La Feu gets a consolation for Udinese. It's 3-1. They've scored against the 10 men. Hello, Phil. Hope you're doing well, mate. How was stream last night, Abby? How did you start the season with the team of free agents? Did you get off to a winning start? Did you play any games, or were you still spending the entire night? Pedro, Hysaj. We can't get a 4th, can we? We can't score with 10 men. Oh, he's flicked round the outside. You're trying to cross the Pedro. It's never going to happen high. SMS, he gives it away. Oh, De La Feu's in again. If De La Feu scores twice... Right, we're going to have to just... We'll drop to balanced and slow the tempo down a little bit. Did you get sacked from other team? Me? No, I just ended... I've stopped streaming it. I've started a new save. Fantastic counter. Yeah, it was a good counter, but it's annoying that we've conceded 2 goals after having a man sent off. Okay, lol. No, I just stopped streaming that save. We were 14 years in, and it was getting to the point where it was the same seasons over just continuously, and it was getting a bit stale on stream. I want to try and get through as much of it as possible off stream, and I'm going to be updating it in the Discord when I do play. And so I wanted to start something new, and I wanted to finish the Glory Hunter that I couldn't finish last year, and I knew I wouldn't play it off stream if I didn't. So if I play it on stream, we can then enjoy it, and you guys can enjoy it with me, and you can actually watch what it's like when I can win stuff. Unlike with PSG, we don't talk about the PSG treble bottling. We don't talk about that. He's 2.5 star, he can go. But yeah. From retained from player sales, Majestic Milinkovic. He's too good. He's too good. Like, he is just unbelievable. I can't speak highly enough of the Milinkovic man. SMS Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. He's very, very good at football. We're here for the party. We're here for the liquid football of Lazio. Low Coppa Italia turnout, that's fine. Is that Simone Inzaghi? That's Filippo Inzaghi. Pippo Inzaghi's at Brescia. The man that scored numerous amounts of goals throughout his time as a player. Mainly at Milan, at Juve for a few years. He was obviously as part of the Juve team that lost to Man United after being 2-0 up in the second leg of United's treble winning season. Scored both the goals in that semi-final game, if you didn't know. The team that also had current Spurs manager Antonio Conte in it. And Zinedine Zidane was in that Juventus team that bottled it to Man United. Two 0 up at home in a Champions League semi-final, and they couldn't quite pull it through. Right, we'll get full scout reports on these players. See what it's like. Right, last 16 of the Coppa Italia. We're without Strakosha, we're without Immobile. That's fine. I don't know who I just put there. Cataldi, cool. Right, Cataldi's going to have to play because Lucas is still injured. Akpo is still on international duty. Pepe Reina is going to come in go instead of the injured Strakosha. We will play Zaccagni and Cabral in behind Andre Anderson. We're going to have to bring you in, even though you got suspended and sent off in the last game. Kamenovic will start here. Hisaj will start here. We'll keep the back three the same, and then we'll go with that. Because we still want to win the cup, but we want to rest for the league. Because if we can sew the league up a little bit earlier, then that would be very much the main aim. And then winning the cup alongside it. I think it's most weeks now, the way Italy works. They get the cups done early, if I remember correctly. This is a low turnout at the Olimpico. I do have to say this. Zaccagni's won it. Cabral, through to Andre Anderson. One touch, looks to dink the keeper and hits the bar. When Solskjaer was a legend, yes. When Solskjaer has won it, you've heard that somewhere before. Cabral, Anderson, Zaccagni. Can Anderson get there? Oh my god, that's a brilliant own goal. That is one of the best own goals I think I've seen on FM. There's like a month gap between the there is, yes. God, that was an age ago. That win for Man United in at Paris, where obviously Darren Fletcher came out with the phrase and Solskjaer's won it. You've heard that somewhere before. That feels like that was a decade ago. But it wasn't, because it was Rashford and Lukaku scoring the goals for Man United that day. But obviously Solskjaer has won it, the original. Um, yeah, that was 23 years ago. I was just under a year old at that point when that famous night in Barcelona happened for Man United. Oh, Marusic has missed the tackle. Of course they're going to equalise from it. He's put the tackle in. The ball hasn't moved, and the player just can walk right through him. What keeper are you going to go for? I don't know. One, it will depend on what we have money-wise. And two, whether I possibly might... I don't know if I'll sign a centre-half. I think I'm okay centre-half-wise. So I might look to pick up a keeper now. Let Strakosha then run his contract down, potentially. I'm not sure yet. Cabral, you got to lay high, Saj. He has. Into the penalty area. Forced wide a bit. Cataldi, I can never pronounce it if it's high or he, Saj. Kamenovic, though, at the back post nods in. Unai Simon will be too expensive. The goalkeeper I went for last FM in my glory hunt I've used this year and is not great in Onana. Onana I nicknamed as Judas in my glory hunter last year. And the reason being is because I signed him for Monaco the first summer I was there. And then he then became unsettled and was sold to PSG the summer afterwards. I signed another keeper. I can't remember who it was now, but for like half the price of Onana, and then he conceded half the amount of goals, like less goals than Onana did, and then I won the league without Onana, and it was great. It was one of the... Did Luis Felipe sign a new deal? There are definitely some older keepers being out of contract. Yeah, there probably will be. But Pepe Reina has flapped at that, and Palacio has equalised. Did Luis Felipe sign a new contract? Yes, he did. We have until 2026 on 59 grand a week. Asenio, it's an interesting one because I really like even still, like last year I loved Handanovic. Like in draft mode and in the regular game. Oh, go on, Cabral. Dink him. You had to dink him. You had to dink him there, Cabral. I don't really want to draw this game. Sakagni into the just on the edge of the box has lost out. If we go 3-2 down, we're bringing some changes on, and we're making certain we don't concede goals. Well, no, we score more goals. Because this is
Shalom,
nice play.
Shalom.
Let's go, yeah, let's go. NB Hevka? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Anyway, thank you for the follow. Jim has said shalom. I will say hello. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let us know what team you support and what FM save you currently got on the go if you've got one. As Andre Anderson gets his 4th of the season and we take the lead for the 3rd time in this game. Sporting's keeper is due to run out. The one that was really good last year, I don't know if people have used him in saves this year, but is it that Diogo Costa? He might be somebody that I'd be interested in. Antonio Adan. Yeah. I don't know if I'd want an older keeper, though, or not. Cataldi in. Anderson heads in. It's now 4. We don't really need to ring the changes now. We're comfortable. We might take off Marisic and Luis Felipe, though. That'll be the only 2 things we do. Cabral's not had the best of games either. We'll bring Pedro on for him. Give Pedro a little run around. David Sorea's a bit younger, yeah. It'd be very much just having a scout. It'd be very much having a little scout of the goalkeepers in the summer if we do. Because the thing is very much as well, What do we do if we win everything with Lazio? Because if there's no good jobs on offer, I'm not going to sit here and resign from Lazio after one season. Like, if we did win it all with Lazio, season 1, we walk away, league, it's Coppa Italia, and potentially a Europa League in there as well. Like, and then there's no jobs that interest us that are going to realistically give us what we need, then Lazio aren't as good as they think. Pipo Inzaghi, you've lost your absolute mind, mate. This was our B team. This wasn't even... Oh, yeah, we've got Inter. 9th of Feb. Cool. And then we've got Hellas Verona away. We would definitely make that the 2-game defending week. Inter away and Hellas Verona away in the same week. It's going to be a little bit of a tough one that week. Because that comes in before we even considered the conference, the Europa League second knockout round. We'd have a crack at the UCL anyway, yeah. That would be the thing, because I wouldn't want to leave. I wouldn't want to, at that point, walk away. Like, I know Chelsea have already sacked their manager. But, like, in the Premier League, you look, there's Palace in 19th. They're not really going to be one I do. Like, I don't care about any other job roles. Why is this, like, oh my god. Right, calm down. We don't care about any other jobs other than managers. Let's click off of that. And then we can get rid of the other 3. Right, so these are the only jobs that are available right now. And then we only really care about the top 5. So these are like the only jobs that are available. We didn't click off League 2. Did we click off Liga instead of League 2? No, they just didn't click League 2. Neither did Serie B. Cool. Why is League 1 still here? So the only really job that's available right now is Palace. So there's no job there. Cohen Casteels, if he's cheap. Casteels would not be the worst shout in the world. Hatterberg's gone to thingy. Easy win predicted against Venezia. So, but yeah, we'd have a crack at the UCL, see what we could do. It'd also depend on transfer budgets as well. There was one point in my Glory Hunter last season. I'll let you hazard a guess. Now, this is a Dortmund side that had won at this point in time 6 Bundesligas in a row. Still had a Yusufa Makoko in their team, and one of the best right wingers in the world at this point as well, and were absolutely sensational. And I had just left Chelsea, and the Dortmund manager went to Chelsea. So I was then applied for the job. How much do you reckon the Borussia Dortmund had offered me in transfer budget for that season coming up to win the Champions League? Because they hadn't won the Champions League at this point. Despite 6 Bundesligas in a row, they hadn't managed to win a Champions League yet. 26 mil, no. It was a 3-figure transfer budget, I will say that. Like, it was definitely a 3-figure transfer budget. You could definitely, like... They're all ineligible, cool. It was 216. No. Add another 182 million onto that, Bay. They offered me £398 million as a transfer budget, and then a wage budget that had nearly 2 million sitting over. They had about 600 mil in the bank by Dortmund. It was ridiculous where they had this money. I don't know what money laundering schemes they were on, but like they were on some absolute mad one. It was ludicrous the amount of money that they were offering me. I didn't get the job. I ended up at Leverkusen because they offered. The thing is they then offered the job to the Leverkusen manager. Yeah. And so I took the Leverkusen job instead. I then beat Dortmund to the title that first season with a transfer budget of like 8 times as less to build a squad for Leverkusen. And they got absolutely smacked up by us both times in the league. It was genuinely one of the best feelings going, was knowing that I'd absolutely beat Dortmund to the league twice in 3 seasons after they turned me down, and had 4 managers in that period trying to win back titles. DeMarco, he's in. Oh, he's the keeper. Fede DeMarco, he's too good. But it was the most amount of transfer budget I've ever seen in a save. I wouldn't have known what to do with 398 million, to be honest. And if we get anywhere near that amount of money offered to us at any point in this save, I'm going to be surprised. Because it's very much dependent on Dortmund holding on. Because Dortmund also held on to Haaland for about 4 years. No, they actually didn't hold on to Haaland. They just waited. Once Moukoko developed, he never wanted to leave Dortmund. It was one of the points. It must have been a save where Moukoko had 20 loyalty. Because I don't know if that's figured in or if that's like a random generated value as Lazari hits the post. If that's like a randomly generated value. But Moukoko didn't leave Dortmund. He didn't want to leave Dortmund. And any club I went to try and sign Moukoko as one of my strikers, he was valued at like 200 million. And then when you spoke to his agent, was like, he doesn't want to leave. He's happy where he is. And he was just scoring goals for fun. Basic out to Alberto. He's not kept that in. But yeah, it was the craziest thing I'd seen. Sergio Romero, is that the former Man United keeper? That is the former Man United keeper. We're 1-0 up at half-time. We're just absolutely ridiculously good, chat. We're absolutely really good. Look at this. Everybody performing 7s and above consistently. How have we not scored there? How have we not scored from that corner? Alberto from the other side. DeMarco flicks on. DeMarco's won a near post header. SMS. Basic from distance. I think we've hit the bar and the post about like 6 times in this game. And knowing Venezia, they'll score from this corner. Yep, there we go. That's their first highlight of the game, 52 minutes in. They've scored it. We just haven't hit the target. That's what we've not done. Adam Onis cannot complain about being told to demand more, considering he's conceded his first shot, first highlight. It's about damn time we got a second goal. Cataldi, SMS. Here's the nice pass in play. DeMarco, Basic. Here we go. Alberto making a move down the left. Whips it in, headed away. Lazari can't be reached with that pass. He'll get it a second attempt to try and find a cross in. It's all the way across the face of goal. It was a superb ball across. DeMarco finds the cross, and they've just had bodies in the way the entire game. This has been a sensational defensive performance from Venezia. And of course they save it for when we turn up and play them. It's also been a lack of clinical finishing. Giro Immobile would have had a field day in this game. We'll put Pedro up top. Lazari's not had the best of games, so we'll bring Hysaj on. DeMarco's playing well. Cataldi's not had the best of games. I know Lucas Leiva's not the fittest player, not the fittest right now, but we need him in. We need Mr. Unlucky Man to pour the unluckiness back into Venezia rather than into us. Lucas, SMS, Pedro, Alberto, right? DeMarco. I would have liked DeMarco to have made a more overlapping run there. It doesn't matter though. Sergey, come on, son. Come on. Where are ya? Alberto in. Right, there we go. There we go. There we go. It's the substitute Pedro that puts us into the lead. The amount of chances we've created, we've deserved that. We've deserved that. Let's now not concede again. We've had 4 shots on target from 21. We've created the chances. We just can't finish them. But we pick up the win. That's the main thing. We need more of that. We don't... Well, I probably should have read that team talk better. Not gonna lie. Because it probably wasn't the best thing to have said to them. We played fucking brilliantly. We just, for some reason, couldn't finish our dinner for the majority of that game. If you'd have asked them to hit the barn door, they wouldn't have been able to do it. They wouldn't have known what the barn door was. They didn't know what the target was. It was no less than we deserved. We won't get too far ahead of ourselves, but we fancy our chances. We're still 5 clear, as Inter win at Atalanta. We're going to have to beat Inter. I think that's going to be what it is. I think that's going to be where this title race is won and lost potentially, is how we get on against like the other couple of teams around us. Odekai would be useful as a signing. 14 to 25 million. We'll acknowledge that one. I'm not too sure if that's worth the price considering we only have like 1 mil. We're not really gonna be able to splash any cash. The one thing I am gonna look at, we're gonna go transfers. Mr. DOF. End the contract. Nope, I click cancel because I'm an idiot. End the contract. Centre backs. He's recommended me James Tarkowski as an end of contract centre back. I'm not sure really James Tarkowski's gonna help, to be quite honest. There's no end of contract goalkeepers. Free transfers? No. Loans on a keeper? No. My director of football can't suggest me a single goalkeeper. Like, add goalkeeper as a new topic. Right, let's see the reports. They recommend me signing Vidal. Now, Vidal wouldn't be the worst player in the world to sign as like an experienced head to replace Lucas Leiva, I suppose. Frank Kessie would be one I'd be interested in potentially. Hamza Chowdhury is the only one they recommend there. They really aren't showing me players with a lot of... Dimitrovic, he's asked to leave. What are you? You're... We'll see. We'll see. Is it Bonu that's the main goalkeeper at Sevilla? He was very good for me when I played with Sevilla. In the FMTM Champions League. That was a lot of fun. I still can't believe as Sevilla I knocked out Man City. Marusic has signed himself his new deal. Cataldi's picked up a knock. I was about to say why is there players on international duty and then remembered AFCON's still a thing. Braithwaite, yep. I tried to gloss over that one as quickly as possible, Woider. Not going near Martin Braithwaite with a barge pole. He is definitely not going to be one we there. Lucas Leiva's back. Pepe Reina is now gone. We need Strakosha back as soon as possible. Because if Adamonis gets injured, we don't have a keeper. Forward with 11 finishing. He'd probably be good for... He'd probably be one of the better finishers at... He'd be one of the better finishers at the fort. Only sign Vidal as a last resort. Are we looking at the same Arturo Vidal here, scouts? Yes, he's unlikely to improve at 34, but he would be a great Lucas Leiva replacement if I've ever seen one. Ball winning midfielder backup to Akpa Akpro. Both of my advanced forwards, but also Phil's vodka man for CSKA. That CSKA, we've one Russian club has mudded us in this save, and we've niced another one by selling them a goalkeeper. Just fully scout all of them. No, I don't find finishing hugely important. Composure and decisions, I look for more in a striker. Lazio are about a matter of time away from setting a new team record for matches without defeat. They've gone 21 undefeated, and should their existing record is also 21. So if we avoid defeat against Empoli, we've broken Lazio's unbeaten run. Pedro and Luis and Felipe Anderson. Well, Felipe Anderson's possibly going to get sold. I could actually potentially sell Felipe Anderson. How much money would he get for Felipe Anderson? 9 to 10 million. We'll offer him out surplus to requirements. We might be able to see if we could sneak a transfer deal in. It's nothing to do with that. Thanks, COVID, for ruining that unbeaten run back in 2020. What unbeaten run? The Lazio one. History. Records. I mean, I love the fact that they have a... Oh, it's not the Roma I was thinking of. But I love that they have their 13-1 league game win against a Roma side. Oldest player back in 2007. 43 years. Keita Balde scored in 2 seconds against... How have you scored in 2 seconds? Have you literally just shot from the halfway line on kickoff and scored? Where's the most league defeats? All sequences. Most matches without losing. 21. I think that's the kickoff. Catch the keeper off his line. Yeah, and it was 2020. Well, we'll set a new record for them. Knocking out Inter of the Coppa Italia would be a huge thing as well. No offers for Felipe Anderson. His wage demands are too high. It's bloody Christmas. He's in a 2-striker formation. I'm not in a 2-striker formation, but I'll give him a scout. I'll give him a scout for you, Roy. We'll add him to a short. Do we add him to the short list? No, we'll give him a scout. We'll see how he looks. But we'll definitely keep him in the back of our heads, Roy. We'll keep him in the back of our minds. For some dumb reason, yeah. Do we put a grayed out goalkeeper on the bench? I don't think so. We might be able... Could we... No, because they're both injured. And we're looking to bring you onto the bench. There's nobody else, so we can bring you on for Immobile. We'll start Pedro, because he's had the promise of game time. I like the way, though, Felipe Anderson's expected to have game time. He's out injured. Like, oh, Akpak Pro's back. Let's go. Ivory Coast got knocked out of the AFCON early. You love... I would say I'm sorry, Akpa, but I'm really not. I knew what you meant, Roy. I knew what you meant when you spelt dome reason. Pedro starts up front against Empoli. Maybe he can get himself a goal. What's the secret behind our good away record? We're just absolutely fucking massive. And teams play this defensive against us, and we can just break them down. We're just that good. We're just that good, FM. Lazio, just that good. See, there we go. Fede DeMarco heads in at the near post. And we lead by a goal to 0. It's a great header. Keeper might have been able to save it. But there's the 23 unbeaten run. I was about to say surely it's long. We've broken it already, but it must include all comps because of the loss to CSKA in the group stage. Oh, that's lovely football. Pedro's in. Oh, Pedro. That was lovely football. He should have scored. Yes. We don't have to deal with that either. That is half of Italian club's ultras. Yes, it very much is. Basic, Patrick, Alberto. Looking at you, Cagliari and Venezia, and I believe there's some sections of the Inter fan base that do as well. Pedro this time! Pedro Rodriguez makes it 2-0 to Lazio after half an hour. It's just one long ball over the top from Lazzari, is it? Yeah, first time over the top. Pedro down in front of him and slots it past the keeper. You're just too good at the game, Roy. You're just too good at the game. Lost 2 games, 1 draw on 14 wins. Alberto. Oh, he's hit the post. Legit chasing Ajax. Who do Utrecht have as the striker? We'll give him a little scout. This system is working too well. But that is another level, Roy. You've done it before in these sort of saves where you've got a really good run of form that it's just becoming so obvious that you just need to skip the games. VPEX Predator, thank you for the follow. He's a great cheap player for lower leagues. Venema.
Shalom!
Lazzari! Oh, you should have scored. The FM Editor, thank you for the follow as well. Hope you're doing well. Jim has said shalom to you both. I will say hello. Hope all is well. I thought Alberto was scoring that for a minute there. And he did too. The way he started running off, he thought he'd scored goal of the season there. He thought he had scored goal of the season, and I don't blame him in the slightest. I thought he had to. Nick Venema. We'll still give him a scout. Why not? And we should probably make some changes. Usually he's a free agent within a couple of years. One thing I need to see. We have a week's break, so we don't need to worry about too much in the way of rotation and saving players. I play Henk Veerman and Venema is 4th option. Wow. He's 4th option and you're doing that. Sensational stuff, Roy. We won't bring on there. We'll bring Zakagni on for... no, we'll bring Cabral on for SMS. And we'll give Pedro a rest and we'll bring Andre Anderson back into the team. Yeah, he's not first team ready for Utrecht, no. But he'll be good for lower leagues. Get him in early. And then, like, there, right. Now, Lazzari and Basic have both been booked. We'll bring Cataldi and Hisajon. And then we'll praise again. 2-0. Comfortable win. Inter are still keeping pace with us. They're beating Spezia 3-0. Because of injury. That's mad. That is ridiculous, Roy. The fact that you've managed to get that a tune out of that Utrecht team. That's season 1 as well, isn't it? That's not even like you've built a team over like 2 to 3 seasons. That is season 1 and you're doing that. Although to be fair, this is season 1 and we're doing this with Lazio, so I mean, like I can't really but this is Lazio compared to Utrecht. Sven Botman. Now he is quite good. Mentally isn't great, and physically isn't the best. He's probably one that's not really going to develop. Now this guy, the one that's going to West Ham in the summer, man has 12 finishing on him. Like, that's better than most strikers in this game. 16 jumper reach and 6'2". He's not bad. You're 13 out of 13 with Pexwell. Nice. Maybe the Eredivisie is just an easy league to do well in if you have the right team. Right. Oh, he's at Valencia online. Like, let's have a look. Pau Torres and that will be too expensive. Let's look at the recommended for players we've scouted. And then sort them by world rep afterwards. It's not really anybody good. Senesi from Feyenoord's one that's did well for me at, in my Glory Hunter last year a little bit. There's not really anybody that's really screaming to me, though. You'd realistically compete with AZ for... Wow, PSV are dropped off this season then. There's the new league. There's the new team record of 22 games unbeaten. We're going to decline speaking to you, Mr. Journalist. Genoa scout report. We've got deadline day. We've got deadline day upon us. Do we need to do anything really in deadline day? I don't think we do. I explode like a dynamite if I can't say baby. I don't really think we need to do much in terms of deadline day. So we're going to decline. Then we'll have 2 of our players bid on in deadline day. Well, we've got Strakosha. Like, we've got Strakosha and he is coming back. When's he back from injury? He's back in 12 days and 4 weeks. How long's Immobile out for? Immobile's fine. He's back in a couple of weeks. The thing is that I'm looking at it. When I look at our under-20s, our goalkeeper in the under-20s is not... I mean, I say that. Our goalkeeper in the under-20s is probably about the same level as what we was dealing with Kozyrev at Chertonova. That is very much Kozyrev standards. The amount of players that are on loan. The loan army is real at Lazio, isn't it? Like, he's not great. Yeah, he does look like Kozyrev. He really does. Like, it is a Kozyrev. It's which shows you how bad Kozyrev kind of is. How well we was doing with a goalkeeper of that quality in our team. Alright, who's been bid on? Cataldi's not going anywhere. Um, get rid of that. We're not. I mean, we could get no, because he's a free in the summer, so we couldn't get him for free. Livakovic is too much. Cragno from Cagliari doesn't have the best aerial jumping reaches, so wouldn't really want him. Sign? Do we sign Kepa? Yarstein. Sign that Yarstein on a 6-month deal. The thing is we could afford Yarstein on a 6-month deal. And he'd probably be better than Adamonis. Galini's a nice one if you want a domestic one. Domestic one's not really too much of an issue, I don't think. It might actually be because of thingy. Non-EU signings. What, the Spurs goalkeeper? They signed it. Is he on loan from Atalanta? Fabianski. This one, Roy. He's not bad at 6'4". The communication, I can't really get a scout report. He's also worth like 8 million, and he's played 2 appearances. Have they signed him on loan this season? Yeah, he's on loan at Spurs anyway. Fabianski, who's bid on Fabianski? Because Fabianski had a bid on him. They're free contracts. What is he at? 240k. I could get Fabianski on a 6-month deal. Like, what would he want? $120k. Would look expected this. Oh, perfect. We could sign Fabianski on a 6-month deal. He turned out better than Walter Benitez. Sign Fabianski on a 6-month deal. And then when Strakosha comes back in 4 weeks, then kind of play Fabianski and then play Fabianski in the cup. I think that's not a bad little. They said they'd want about 120. Could we get him at 100k? There's no way we could get Lucas Fabianski for 100k. I'm sorry. I'd rather just pay you the 120 up front. 115. 120. They'll take 120. Jesus Christ. Fabianski for 120k on deadline day. As a backup goalkeeper. We'll do him as a 2-year deal. $25k. That's Graham. Welcome in the building. The fact that we're signing Fabianski as our backup goalkeeper on a 2-year deal. There we go. Ask Radu to welcome him in. Sure. Send him on the language course. Register him in the squad. And he's an upgrade on thingy. He's under 22. He's under 22. He's under 22. He's under 22. And everybody else is registered. Give him 13. There we go. 120k for Fabianski as an emergency backup for two. There is an upgrade on Adamonis. Bay, are you happy? Are you happy now? Like, with the 6th highest wage expenditure in the league, I really like that Fabianski deal. I think that's worked out a treat. Yep, Bay is delighted. Is he feeling very vodka man? Are you feeling very vodka man? Where is Lucas Fabianski? Right, you get on the bench, Lucas. We got to register the squad. Fabianski's. This is the Serie A squad, isn't it? Check the inbox. Yeah, this is the Serie A registration. So we just checked that. Didn't expect you to buy him though. I needed a keeper, and when I saw that he was available for 120,000, it seems like a no-brainer. Immobile. Apparently Immobile is going to win all of the Player of the Months now because this seems to be bugged in thinking that he's doing that this month. No idea, but Immobile is winning Player of the Month. Milinkovic-Savic has won the real Player of the Month. I'm switching assistant managers. I mean, I don't know what crack he's been smoking, but I want some. I want some, that's for certain. Marusic and Feli... Wait, Milinkovic-Savic. Milinkovic-Savic won Player of the Month, but then wasn't in the Team of the Month. That makes sense, FM. He's lost it, Looney Bin. Yeah, get him sent to a... Right, Nice would loan Felipe Anderson. Yeah, sure, if you pay us the entirety of his 50 grand a week wages. No, cool. Then don't worry about it. We're unveiling Lucas Fabianski, and we always do this. He seems very happy with what we've said about him. I couldn't tell you what we've said about him, but he seems very happy about it in the slightest. He's loving life here in Lazio already. The Olimpico's his new home. He's loving life. I actually haven't seen his stats fully. We signed him completely and utterly blind. He's not too bad. Don't know why they're calling him a 2-star keeper. He's alright. My good sir, he's not playing enough. I'm glad you're willing to abide. I think you're wrong. I'm pleased we've been able to work this out. Right, here is the Europa League squad registration. We want Marusic in and we want Fabianski in. 2 goalkeepers in the squad. We can't bring any more people in because we don't have the homegrown quantity unless we register somebody like Falbo, but then he's under 21, so it doesn't matter anyway. Is he under 22? No, he's 23. But he's not going to be homegrown, is he? Not when he's Polish and signed legitimately like 2 years ago. So no. So he's going to be out. But then everybody else is going to be fine. We should probably bring Adamonis in. No, we can't bring Adamonis in. Cool. It might say Tuchel got sacked by November. They brought in Zidane. I think Chelsea also have brought in Zidane in my save as well, Roy. Yep, they've also bought in Zidane. Tuchel was sacked in November as well. So, that's quite funny. Luca Romero. You're in the under-18s. You can play. You're under 19. You can play. He's actually pretty good as a striker. Or a cam. I mean, they're training him as a trequartista. I'm falling in love already. But, like... You've been left out of the Europa League squad, mate, but you can play in the Europa League without being registered for it because you're under the certain age limit. Like, Roy, that Romero needs to join the same loony bin as your assistant manager. Is Immobile back for the game against Inter? Yes, he is. Just 3 to 8 days. He could be. He could be. Strakosha is happy to stay. That's because you're injured, good sir. But he's happy to stay. Might he want a new contract now? Would we want to offer you a new deal anyway? Not when you're an important player, because I think I can get better at an important player. Lazio looking... I mean... We win this game, we make a new winning record. Absolutely love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. And we're playing Genoa at home. We're going to play sort of full strength. Because Inter are chasing down our throats, but we want to... Gianluca Conte. Now he's good. Now he would be potentially somebody to bring in. Oh my god, you're very, very good. As a head performance analyst, you're not. As a coach, hello, defensive, tactical defensive coach. Like, Kevin Ball would stay. We just signed him this summer. Michael Dietz we signed this summer. Could we add more coaches? Is that 2 new coaches? That's 2 new coaches that we instantly fill with Loris and Stefano. That was easy. Don't need to sack anybody. Coach, 4.4k a week. Come on in, good sir. You, coach, 5.75k. Get rid of that one. Cool, come on in. Get Clarence Seedorf. Is Clarence Seedorf any good in this game? He's not great, bro. He's not great. If he was good, I'd have done it just for you. But because he's not, I'm not going to. Sorry. I can't do that to poor Clarence. Strakosha's still not fully fit, but he's on the mend. Fabianski, though, gets the starting goal. A debut at home against Genoa for Fabianski. We'll start Andre Anderson ahead of Ciro Immobile. And we'll bring Felipe Anderson onto the bench. That works. Edgar Davids. Again, I think Edgar Davids is probably worse than... thingy, like, the entire... Man United, Newcastle, and Juventus. Spezia online. The drop-off in quality in teams there. From United, Bayern, and Juventus. No, United, Newcastle, and Juventus to Spezia on loan. From Luis Alberto to Andre Anderson. Poor Andre Anderson. Imagine that. You're playing in a front three where the other 2 are wanted by some of the best teams in the world and Newcastle, and then you get offered Spezia. And then you're only wanted by Spezia. I didn't really change. I was gonna rotate slightly, but we're gonna have to hope we absolutely batter Genoa. And that's the perfect start. 80 seconds in. SMS gets himself another one. Sirigu's absolutely mudded himself by trying to come for that. And there's a highlight straight from kickoff. Let's make it 2, boys. Now, we bottled was it Genoa we bottled the 3-0 lead to earlier in the season? I think it was Genoa that we bottled the 3-0 lead to. Let's hope we don't do that here. Well, they've equalised, so... What? Right, I'm going to have to look at that. I am going to have a look at that. Once the highlight goes and we can click off shit. Because I'm fairly certain it was Genoa. And it was yesterday that we did this. No, it wasn't Genoa we bottled. It was Cagliari that we bottled the 3-0 lead to. Genoa we just drew 1-1. After absolutely battering them in the game. Edgar Davids. Roy would know all about managing a team that Edgar Davids used to be at. He's a club that he's now got Wesley Sneijder at as his assistant. And he's won 3 league titles with. In our network save. SMS. Lazzari. Basic. Into Luis Alberto. He's more of the creative one of the front three normally at Luis Alberto, so I can let him off missing, but not too many of them. Not too many of them. We don't want him to miss too many more. Especially if Genoa score from this corner. It's headed away. Lod. What a tackle, Luis. Now we counter. Now we charge. DeMarco. What a touch that is under pressure. Alberto. DeMarco. He finds SMS with the run from deep. Oh, it's brilliant. It's 23 from the season for Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. It's Lazio 2. Genoa 1. Hello, Ian. How are you, good sir? How is life? Hope you're feeling better, dude. You seem to be struck down by the illness a lot recently. I hope it clears up soon for you, mate. Lod is in. Fabianski can't keep it out. It's safe to say Fabianski's not had the best debut. Nobody can figure out why I'm spiking fever, so I'm just taking like a boss. Good to hear. Evening ticker. One's out injured at the moment. The other one's on a brace. So... swings and roundabouts, but I hope you're doing well, Ticker. We're still unbeaten in the league. This 3 at the back system is seeming to work. Although Genoa have scored 2 past Fabianski, so yes, we've signed Lucas Fabianski from West Ham he was available for 120k. So we signed him on a 1.5-year contract because we sold Pepe Reina to CSKA. So we signed Fabianski as a backup. And we're about to... he's made a save. Swingers and Randy Bats. Yep. Hope you're good too. I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Would just like to beat Genoa in this game, though. That would be the icing on the cake. Because then we'd break Lazio's winning run. And then we've got Inter in the Cup next. I was hoping for a more easier game than this. As SMS for the hat-trick. Oh, that's a pen. Get Vasquez off as well. Get him off as well. The referee's talking with VAR. It's obviously a penalty. It was never in doubt. Vasquez is off as well. It's his second yellow. He's taken an early bath. This should now... Milinkovic-Savic has his hat-trick in 35 minutes. 24 for the season. It's the second hat-trick off stream for Milinkovic-Savic as well. I mean, keeper should have probably saved the pen, if I'm being honest. Sirigu's not had fun. They get themselves an equaliser, and then the next highlight get a man sent off. And look at that. Milinkovic-Savic already on a hat-trick inside the first half. What would you play an SMS at? I'm playing SMS as a shadow striker in this system. So this is the system I'm using, and it's working very, very well right now. Yeah, we are counter pressing and countering. I thought we were. But yeah. So Alberto and AP on attack, Milinkovic, Savic as an SS, and then we've been playing Chiro Immobile as a PF. And then the defensive wingers. Defensive wingers, I'm telling you now, Ticker. If you're playing a back three, you can move your wing backs up to defensive wingers. It's working out in Italy. I don't know how it would work in the second tier of Hungary, but it's working with Lazio right now. We've made two It's probably the weirdest two signings you could think of for a Lazio team, really, in that we've signed a left wing back, like left winger, and a goalkeeper as our two signings of this save so far. And we've spent a combined total of 8.12 million. 8 million was on the left back. Needs a lot of stamina. Yeah, probably does. But the players seem to love it because every player seems to be on like an average of like 7.5 this season. So I don't know if I found a broken tactic or if I've just found a tactic that works for this team. As Alberto fires over. We will have to rest because of the thingy game in midweek. Like DeMarco will come off and Lazari will come off. We'll change the wide areas up a little bit. Basic is a little bit knackered as well. The engine room is needing a little bit of a tune-up. That definitely feels like a Lazio transfer window. It does, to be fair, actually thinking about it. It does very much feel like a Lazio transfer window. Left back and a goalkeeper. Not much money spent. Kamenovic. Milinkovic Savic has 4. He is. I feel like I'm gonna have to start an Immobile Milinkovic Savic joint fan club because I can't tell which one I love more, and it's really starting to hurt me. That they're just being this good at football. We're gonna give SMS the standing ovation he thoroughly deserves, and then we'll give Andre Anderson a break as that's Alberto even. We'll give Alberto the break for Pedro. Did I just demand more? I think I just demanded more from a team that have scored 4 with like 2 minutes to go. I'm unrelenting in my pressure of this team. Pedro, Kamenovic should be 5. It should be 5. Why do I have Fabianski? We sold Pepe Reina to CSKA, and then our goalkeeper got injured, Strakosha. So we signed Fabianski on deadline day for £120,000. Because we could afford 120k. We couldn't afford much else. So Fabianski is our backup. He is our replacement to Pepe Reina. I think it's a slight upgrade. It's not much of an upgrade, but it's a slight upgrade. We sold. We replaced. We didn't replace Acerbi, who we sold to Man United, but we had a ready-made replacement in Marusic to just come in. We're still 5 clear. Inter, can you stop beating teams around you and lose to them, please? I beg you. Ralph Rangnick was spotted at the Olimpico. Who were you scouting, Mr. Ralph Rangnick? He wants to bring... Oh, yeah, because you're still at Man United. I'm forgetting it's 21.4 and not new database, and that you can actually have Rangnick at Man United. But Sergei Milinkovic-Savic is going nowhere the length of time we are at Lazio. I'll destabilize any interest right now and tell them, Man United, take that interest and shove it up your arsehole. That's what I say to you, your interest. That's what I say to that. He's a younger model at least, yeah. Fabianski very much is a younger model than Pepe Reina. We break the consecutive wins record to make it 10 in a row. We're too good. He comes in. Loris is in the door. We got a new staff member. Box to box. Nobody was found. Ball winning midfielder. Nobody was found. Goalkeeper. Nobody was found. Amazing. Scouts. Good job. You know how to do your job. Because there's definitely not a goalkeeper, a box-to-box midfielder, or a ball-winning midfielder at 3-star ability. It's probably because of the fact there's 4-star potential in there. Staff number update. Yeah. That's because we've got Firicano to come in. Now, that should make us the best coaching staff in the league. If it's not, then I'm going to have words. Oh, look at those gold bars. And we still got a performance analyst to buy. Do you know what? Sod it. Whilst we're here. Let's clear this. We'll get a performance analyst, and then we'll have all of the staff in with like all the gold bars we could ever need, and we can have FM porn around it together. Tactical knowledge because they're all 15. You good sir? You're a 4-3. Do I want you? Or do I want you? You're a vertical tiki-taka. You're more of a progressive management style. You want to be an under-18s coach? Absolutely fucking not. You're here to be a performance analyst, my good sir. You want a longer deal? Cool. Have it. Welcome, good sir. The song's artist, I mean, yes. Welcome in, though, Clazerboy. Hope you're doing well. When I listen to music, unless it's sort of like they can have their own conspiracy theories and their own theories on the way anything goes, I just enjoy the music. Unless they're convicted for certain things I don't agree with, then I tend not to really care. As long as if they want to think in a certain way and have their own views on certain things, I'm not gonna stop listening to their music. But if they've done naughty stuff that they then get done for, then I tend to stop caring. And Mobile is not fully fit, is he? No, he returns to full training tomorrow. I don't really want to risk him. So we're going to start Andre Anderson. We'll keep Immobile on the bench for what I call emergency use only. The same as Thomas Strakosha. Wait. No, because you've still got 7 days and 2 weeks. So you still don't make it. It is funny. You can see kind of why they think it, because when you're living on it, you never see like the rotations and the curves, but Mike Dean is refereeing your Greek Premier League game against AEK Athens. His career's fallen down the shitter, hasn't it? Bless his little cotton socks. But yeah, it's funny, but if they want to think that, I'm not gonna question them, because they're not gonna be the type of pissy pill to listen to what you're then gonna try and say. And it's the same with like any sort of like theories like that. You're not gonna think about it. So I tend not to get too bogged down in the details and the conversations. His name says a lot about his playstyle. Oh, Andre Anderson! 7 minutes in, we're 1-0 up. We've got another goal from a set piece. We're bloody massive. Says a lot about his playstyle. Not in this save. When he's been playing for us, he's been sensational. He's won he's won the Ballon d'Or, FIFA Men's Best Player, and World Player of the Year this season.
Shalom!
So he's loving, boys. Tony and Geno. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Jim has said shalom. How's your Wednesday been? Basic. Oh, Luis Felipe. I love that. Patrick. Oh, this is some lovely passing through the lines. I mean, I think Andre Anderson's tried to pass that to DeMarco. It hasn't worked. He had to pass to himself. Now he was a little bit out of position for the cross. He's offside. He was offside, but he hit straight at Handanovic anyway. Mike's just on holiday in Corfu, and someone... Yeah, he shot the ref signal. And he went, missed the centre of attention. I need it. I'll do it. You need a referee, I'm here. Oh, that's a poor pass. Correa's in behind. Do not foul him. Do not foul him. Fabianski saves. Lucas, I knew we spent that money on you for a reason. I knew we spent that money on you for a reason. Skriniar heads over. We're just too... I hate Anthony Taylor more than I hate Mike Dean. But that's because I'm a Chelsea fan, and he has shafted Chelsea over the years. Mike Dean also has, but just not on the same scale in a short time span. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, Luis! Come on. It's wonderful football again from us. So has Lukaku twice, yeah. And I want him out the door as well. I've had enough of the shenanigans. You can only back your players into a corner so much before you actually decide, you know what, mate? Maybe you might need to take the hike. Oh, SMS. Handanovic has spilt that for a corner when he really shouldn't have. Who's your striker going to be? I'd let Kai Havertz have the main striking role. Realistically. Haaland and Nunez gone. I wouldn't have wanted Nunez anyway. I don't rate him. Hello again, Mal. I don't rate Nunez. Haaland would have been nice. Mbappe obviously is now out of the question for everybody unless you have more money than sense. I have been timed out. Wow. I see where you lie. Andre Anderson has a brace in the San Siro. How is Lazio going? We're just about to knock Inter out of the cup. Doesn't seem like a Chelsea player. Neymar apparently. We're gonna have Dembele potentially coming in as well. We've been linked with Dembele. A front three of Ousmane Dembele, Kai Havertz, and Neymar. Oh. Now that is enough to get the... That's enough to get the old boy raised. Lazari can come off. He's had an average game. As is Akbro. Lucas Leiva, in you come, good sir. I mean, maybe I'll stay here. Liverpool looks like it fits him. I don't think it does. I don't think technically he's good enough. Would you take Hazard back? I'd take Eden Hazard back, yeah, just because of the memories. But I think he'd probably cost an arm and a leg to bring back, and I don't think it would be worth it. I'd have loved him to have stayed in the first place. Do you know what? We're gonna give Ciro Immobile a little bit of a run around for for the final 10 minutes, just to see if he can stretch his legs a little bit in a game in which we should now win. If only we didn't get the red card against Inter in the league. We'd have beaten them. Lazio run out deserved winners. We created the better chances, beat them on the counter-attack. That's the sound of everybody backtracking. Thoughts on Rudiger? Same thing. I'd love Rudiger to stay. I will wish him all the best at Real Madrid. I hope he loses because I'm a Barcelona fan. But yeah. I wish him nothing but the best. He was good for us. He waited as long as he probably would have wanted to before then having to sort something out elsewhere, given that he's in his last year of his contract. And yeah, so the sanctions fucked up any chance. Yeah. He probably would have stayed had it not been there. DeMarco gets one over on Inter. You love to see it. We win in the Coppa Italia and we've drawn AC Milan. We've gone to the oh yeah, because it's not the San Siro, is it, for Inter? They've moved out, haven't they? It's Milan that are still at the San Siro. And they're moving out soon. That's correct. But DeMarco with a brace of assists against his former club. 8 million well spent on him. Right. Let's look at the training calendar. Let's look at the schedule first. When is the Milan game? It's the week before the Europa League tie. Has the Europa League been played yet? Oh yeah, there is a month between the first and second leg. I forgot how long it is. The first knockout round has still not been played. When is that? 16th of Feb, so it's next week. Cool. Is there an Italian side in there? No, there's not. So we could draw basically anybody in the next round. That is fine. But look at this sea of greens. The only defeat we've had this season is to Spartak Moscow, of all teams. Keep or sell Pulisic. Depends on if he wants to go. He'll be a useful squad player, but I think that's probably all he will ever be for Chelsea. I don't know where he goes if he leaves. I think he goes... There's obviously been rumours of Liverpool, but I don't think Liverpool sign him. Unless they sell somebody else. Unless they... Like, if they sell Mane, then maybe. But I think Jota would be or Diaz would be a better player. And then they would... Like, that would start. So he'd be going from being a bench player at Chelsea to a bench player at Liverpool. I don't think that really makes sense. Mane will leave, yeah, but then I think you've got Nunez that comes in. You've then still got Firmino and Jota. I still think you have enough cover as Liverpool. I don't think you necessarily need Pulisic, but I think he will stay at Chelsea. Right. Let's defend this week. We can... Oh my god, this month's a little bit more now. There. Right, we'll gegenpress this week, and then we will double defend this week. Because the Milan game and the Cup is going to... We've got to travel to Milan twice in the week and a half. That's annoying. But we can deal with it. We can deal with it. We're big enough and certainly enough ugly enough to deal with it. Bologna away. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. We can defend that. No, actually, we'll gegenpress that week. Gegenpress training that week, and then we will defend for the Atalanta game because it's Atalanta away. We want to make sure we win that game, and we want to make sure we defensively are solid. Actually, we could attack that week, not 2-game attacking. Sean, come on, think with your brain. Think with your brain, and then we can Gegen here when there's nothing, and then we can attack the Spezia game. We recovery here. Teamwork there, rest there. And then, please work. Please change. Okay, maybe not. Because FM likes to be buggy. And Big Cock Divock is... Like, Bay is still in the building. He's not left, but Divock Origi has left. Big Cock Divock has left Liverpool. That is correct. I've realised I've made that training schedule for calendars for March. Wait. Yeah, I don't know when that's not updated on the thing. There we go. But yeah, I think what if Salah leaves also? I think if they sell one, they don't sell the other. That is very much a case of if they sell one, they don't sell the other. Chiro is back. Akpo should be clapped in there. Juan Santos. I mean, you're never really gonna develop. I'm not interested in you. I'm not really interested in you. Again, I'm not interested in you. You're not gonna improve at all. You're not really gonna... Like, most of these aren't going to develop at all. With 3 determination, you're not. No, you potentially could. You're probably never going to hit your potential. You're 2.5 star anyway. You're 3 stars. That was Lissandro Martinez. I should have not discarded you. But yeah, you're probably not really going to develop much anyway, Lissandro. He's not getting into that team this season. He will as a bit part player. But then also there's injuries. If Mo Salah gets injured, all of a sudden now there's a spot for Harvey Elliott. I don't think Elliott leaves. I think he goes out on loan because I think Salah will possibly go next summer if Mane goes this summer. He comes in. That's nice. Now we can look at our staff. Oh, Sean Gasms, ladies and gents. The best coaching staff in Serie A. We've not got the best recruitment team, but that's fine. Or the best medical team, but we got the best coaching team. That's all that matters. Yeah, they were trying to play Elliott in the middle and do like what Curtis Jones. Carvalho will have some part to play as well. Yeah, I forgot he signed for them. So there doesn't seem to be a need for them to really go and sign anybody else. They've got the options needed. And I think like Elliott might go on loan. Because what, they've still got Harry Wilson, haven't they? Because Harry Wilson's not technically left Liverpool. Oh, he has. Oh, Fulham signed him permanently. Okay, I thought they only loaned him. It was Cardiff that loaned him. That's right. That's right. There are more options than Cadbury. I love that phrase. I've never heard that before. Right. Strakosha is not ready to start, so Flappy Hansky is. Players are a little bit knackered. We can rest for the Verona game. DeMarco can come out. Basic can come out for Cataldi. Luis Alberto can have a rest for Pedro. Marusic won't have a rest though. Maybe Luis Felipe for Radu, actually. We'll give him, and then we can rest Marusic next time. Give Radu a couple of games in the team. But yeah, I think Carvalho will play for Liverpool at some point this season. I think Harvey Elliott will as well. I think they're more shoehorning him into that midfield three, Harvey Elliott. And I think he actually suits that midfield three role. Sort of that like Thiago-esque role for them in that midfield three, or that Naby Keita role. Like one of those two. He could definitely work his way into one of them. I don't think his Liverpool days are numbered by any stretch of the imagination. And then he's still got that option for out wide, as Curtis Jones has. And Curtis Jones has been used out on that wide left as well as in the middle. And I think they'll use the same for Harvey Elliott. Having that flexibility and versatility will help them. It's the same with Trent. That was nearly a brilliant goal from Cataldi. Because if you think about it, Trent, when he first came into that Liverpool team, was coming through as a central midfielder. They had too many options and not enough options at right back. So then they brought him in to fill that right back void because he could do it. They could still use him in central midfield if they need to. They just don't need to. As Immobile should score.
Look at you, you beautiful bastard.
Ian! Still can't defend for shit. He's improved his defending. Ian, you beautiful bastard, you. The 5 gifted. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have got a gifted sub from Ian and you're in the chat, please do gift say thank you for that. What? You know exactly what you've done as well. I appreciate it nonetheless. But you didn't have to do that. It's very kind of you. And I've just praised now. I've just praised when we're drawing 0-0 away to Verona. But thank you very much, dude. Kamenovic. Pedro. Radu, Patrick, the libero of dreams. He's not the libero of dreams, but like he could very much be. He's edge in. Kamenovic will be smart and not jump for it. Pick it up. Cataldi, Radu. That's a great ball. Immobile, he's onside. It's 1-0 Lazio. Immobile's back and he gets himself a goal. You can't stop this man. I think that's his 30th of the season. Get him to 50. He's the World Player of the Year. It's the Ballon d'Or winner. It's the god. It's the love of my life right now. The Italian hunk that is Ciro Immobile. He might only be able to do it in Serie A, but that's absolutely fine by me. Beckham will say, ooh. When you do it like that, I mean, Radu just tried to kill somebody, and Marisic just scored an own goal. So no clean sheet for Fabianski. Again. But, you know, we move. We'll score again anyway. Immobile's in over the top already. Rounds the keeper. We literally score... Wait, I think he's off. I think he's off. I was about to say we've literally scored straight from kickoff, but yeah, he is off. I was right. Why do you have Flappy Hansky? I have Flappy Hansky because we sold Pepe Reina. Oh, he looks on. He looks on. But we sold Pepe Reina for to CSKA in January, and then Strakosha got injured, and so we needed another goalkeeper because Adamonis isn't great. So it was kind of a deadline day panic signing for £120,000. For 120k, it's Lucas Fabianski. If it doesn't work, we might not be here next season. If we win the league and we win the cup, we can leave Lazio whenever we want to. But until then, we can't. Immobile, Milinkovic-Savic. Oh, they're playing it lovely. Pedro! Oh, what a goal. Sensational football. We are too fucking good, chat. We are too fucking good. Pedro was on a 6.4 before this, not anymore. Up to a 7. Look at that. Milinkovic-Savic up there. Evening, Mildog. How are you doing, good sir? This tactic is something else, mate. The Lazio Ultras have never seen football this good in their lives. They won the league in 2000 and they've not seen football this good. I'm good, Sam, and I am doing absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Lazio playing... Oh, Milinkovic-Savic is injured. Oh, please don't be injured but wants to play on. Look, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, Sergey. It might be tight, but you're more important. We've just lost Lazari as well to an injury. The entire season is more important than just one game. Sean is officially better than Sven-Göran Eriksson. It's not difficult though, is it? It's Sven-Göran Eriksson. It is Sven-Göran Eriksson after all, Bay. There needs to be... you have to put some respect on his name. He did win the Scudetto with them. But it's also Sven-Göran Eriksson. Marisic. Sean for England. I don't know if I'd want that job, to be fair. There's more... That seems more headache than it's worth. Kamenovic, Immobile. He's on this time. It's a brace for Ciro Immobile. He comes back into the team. First game back from injury and he's got himself a brace. We can't take him off now because he's on for a hat-trick. I was going to take him off. You can't... It's the rule. You can't take players off when they're on for a hat-trick. At least you know how to use your attackers. That is true. And I'm also making a back three work as well. Oh, Cabral. I mean, you could have taken that down, Cabral, and shot yourself, mate. I love the unselfishness on you, but you're my shadow striker. You're supposed to be shooting more than creating. It's why we play you as a shadow striker. Radu, Pedro. Oh, this is lovely. Cabral, Immobile. Oh, Hysaj is in. It's wonderful football. It's your right winger that's taking the shot, Sean. He's a fullback. He's never going to score from there. I'm just happy he's hit the target, to be fair. Cabral and whoever that is, Patrick there, Radu's had to take one for the team and give away the foul. Do you know what? I'm going to go against what I said I was going to do. Immobile might be on a hat-trick, but he's coming off. We're protecting him. We're protecting him because he is our baby. Spent an hour and a half chilling in the garden with Carrie and Marmalade. Lovely. Yesterday he decided to seek in the house, fall asleep on the windowsill behind the curtains in the bedroom window, and then popped his head out and meowed when I went in there to grab something. He wanted to sleep on the bed, so he did for half an hour, then had a tour around the house before asking to be let out. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, Kevin Lasagna. Garfield's favourite food has made it 3-2 with about a minute to go. In the back door and get some bed and litter tray and scratching post room. So he can come and go as he wants. Lovely. You've absolutely spoiled that cat rotten. But it's another win. You defended well today, I'm happy. You bossed the midfield, I'm proud of you. I need to stop doing that inconsistency one because we're not being inconsistent. We're not being inconsistent. This is the most consistent I think I've ever been on FM. I think this genuinely, if I won the remainder of my league games, would be the most amount of points I've ever got in a league season on FM. In a top flight. Oh yes, everybody get your nices in the chat. We're on 69 points. Come on. The winning run continues. 25 games in, 69 points. 1 to 2 days, that's fine. Lazari's out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's sad. Nice indeed. Nice indeed. Our under 18s are smashing it as well. My goodness gracious me, they're smashing it. Yes, they're playing a load of shit teams, but like I want to see this league table. They are Group C. They have 66 goals in 20 games, conceded just 17. They lost to Crotone, who were in 10th, and drew to Benevento. The Benevento draw I can understand. Poor Salernitana, poor Lecce, poor Napoli. Some of those teams have taken absolute batterings, haven't they? They've been thrown around like a ragdoll in a prison shower. Immobile gets himself a brace. He's grateful for the face. I could never, ever, ever not have faith in you, Chiro. Could never not have faith in Mr. Chiro Immobile. Now we've got Milan in the league. Then we have Juventus away. Wait, I swear we played Milan or Juve away from home. Yeah, we played Juve away. Oh, it's Juve at home. I'm getting confused. I'm seeing the A thing here and thinking we're playing no, we're playing Juve at home. The San Marino's Football League simply is the bottom 3 teams unable to compete in the final playoff. Yes. Because I think it was Keg that was doing San Marino. 12 games in a row is a new club record. Of course it is. We're fucking massive. But yeah, Keg I think was doing the a San Marino Build a Nation and managed to get to like the Conference League group stages first season, no second season, with the team that he was using. It was like ridiculously good. And yeah, their league system was weird. Like he was a semi-pro team in like the Europa Conference League group stages. When he should never have been in that position in the first place. He's never getting one. DeMarco's out for 1 to 3 days. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I think there's another league that also does something similar. We'll scout you. Why not? You can play right mid. That's nice to know. I don't know what people think of you as a good striker, but you are not a striker. You're technically fucking awful. This is the Norwegian Darwin Núñez. Except for Darwin Núñez can finish a little bit more. Yeah, you have a league and then a 12-team championship playoff. Mexico, I think. It might be Mexico. We will see. The first leg of the Europa League, this will be interesting to see because we play obviously one of these sides in the second knockout round. Ajax have absolutely smashed Leverkusen. Bodo Glimt have won away at Porto. That's a big result. Marseille have done well to hold Dortmund to a 1-0. Lille have also smashed PSV, but... And, I mean, I say they smashed. They scored 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. Well, in a 10-minute period from the 86th minute. Monaco beaten Betis. Leipzig and Spartak drew 0-0. There's been some absolute batterings for teams there. It's all Mike Steen's fault. It's all Mike Steen's fault. Uh-oh, yeah. Hashtag blame Mike Dean. Just get it trending on Twitter. It's always Mike. If it's not Mike Dean's fault, it's always Mike Dean's fault, even if it's not. The most wins in a single season. Apparently, wait, is this the actual like? This can't be the Serie A record. 24 wins. That seems low. No, I was about to say that seems low. This must be Lazio's most wins. That's low still. 24. They won the league with 24 wins. How shit was the rest of the league that season? How shit was the rest of the league that season that 24 wins was like enough to win you the league? Was that in 2011? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have a look now, though. Records. Overview. Most league wins in a season. 1920, apparently. Most league goals scored in a season is 89 and 17-18. How many are we on now? 63 after 25. We have the chance of doing it. We're still unbeaten, chat. Only 3 draws all season, all of them away from home. We've won every home game we've played. What is this Gyatso Bay? I'm guessing that was the 2004 title win. The 2000 even. Yeah, that league's not great, is it? They won it with 20... Oh, because it's just... That's right. That makes sense. I forgot Serie A was an 18-team league up until recently. I forgot it was an 18-team league till recently. I forgot that. He's expecting to be loaned out. Fuck it. If he gets upset with me, he gets upset with me. I don't care. Right. Isaj comes in. Kamenovich is suspended, but it's fine. We have Falbo. We'll bring Felipe Anderson onto the bench, just as in case we need somebody. If not, we'll probably play Marusic at the right wing, that right wing spell, if we need him to. He can now play right, left, and centre. He's accomplished it. He's very, very good. Strakosha is out for 2 days, so Fabianski will come in and start against Milan, but Strakosha will be back for the next game. You can fucking do it. Welcome in, Panda Island. Thanks very much. It will be my first unbeaten season since the beta last year. If I do it. And I did that with Chelsea in the beta last year. I won the treble unbeaten. Other than like one defeat in the Champions League group stage or knockout tie. But I won like the league unbeaten and then won the treble with Chelsea. And that was the last time I did it. DeMarco. Felipe clears. It's not the best of clearances. Leao's in behind us. And he somehow slotted that in past Fabianski. That is poor keeping. That is poor keeping. There's going to be a game that we lose. I just know there will be a game in which we lose. I thought it was going to be the game we bottled a 3-0 lead against Cagliari, to be quite honest. I thought they were going to win it 4-3. It just had that feeling all over it. Florenzi. Basic does well to win that back. Akpa Akpro. He finds Ciro Immobile over the top. Ciro in behind. Ciro equalises. 32nd of the season for him. It's only February and he's on 32 goals. And this is an open game of football. Florenzi down the right. Whips it in. Leao has a brace. Fabianski, I'm regretting signing Fabianski at this moment in time. I think he's made 2 saves in highlights for us. Every opposition highlight seems to be a goal at the moment when we're playing him. Bring back Strakosha. DeMarco's picked up an injury, groin injury. Is it affecting him? Yes, it is, right. Falbo. You're going to have to come on and do a job for us, son. Is he aggressive? No, he's apprehensive. That's not good news either, that you're apprehensive. He probably knows we're going to give them an absolute bollocking at halftime. Get your acts together and start playing football. Did we put opposition instructions on? We didn't. That possibly might have helped. Demand more as well. This will be the game we lose, won't it? And Inter will close the gap to 2. Because they're playing Sampdoria and are winning. Right, let's make some changes. Because this is obviously not going as great as we'd hope. Hysaj is going to come out. We're going to bring Radu in. And we're going to change it up slightly. Marisic is going to go onto that defensive winger role. We're going to have Radu and Felipe come in. The backline being anxious concerns me. Apparently Fabianski's having a good game. I've not seen that. Basic has not played well. Cataldi can come in. We're going to go attacking as well. We're not going to change much in terms of roles just yet. We're just going to change the mindset. So we've had more of the ball and more of the chances. Alberto, corner. Headed away. Cataldi picks it up. Alberto again, back in. Juve in 7th, let's go. You love to see it. That's a great ball. It's over everybody's heads. You've got to get there first, Cataldi, and he does. Falbo down the outside like a trailer park girl he was born to be. Marusic. Oh. But yeah, Juve in 7th. They have got a game in hand, though. They do have that game in hand, Bay. Now with 10 minutes to go, we're going to change it up. Make them wingers on attack. Get them further forward. Getting down on the roof. What to do? What to do? What to do? How are we going to change this? Right, Pedro's going to come on for Alberto. And we're going to go double Shadow Striker. We're going to go double Shadow Striker. See if that can change anything. We're going to increase the directness of our passing. And we're going to whip the crosses in early and shoot on sight too. Just to see if that may be a change of impetus. We'll go very attacking as well. We'll throw caution to the wind. Pedrinho's corner. Ibrahimovic. We've managed to clear it away in the melee in the box. Pedro's put 2 tackles in and has not won it back. Pedrinho, but now he's got it back. Can we counter? No, we can't. And there goes the unbeaten season. I did say we'd lose to Milan. I'm frustrated. The unbeaten season is gone, Sag. Unbeaten season is gone, Sag. New stream title. We've just lost to Milan. And that doesn't bode well for the cup either. Because, of course, we've got Milan away in the cup as well. We beat them at home. That's also brought them back into the title race. That's also brought Milan right back into that title race. DeMarco's out for 1 to 2 days. Okay, that's not the worst result in the world. No worries, Mel. Have a good one, mate. Catch you later. Amadou Traore, maybe. Their unbeaten home run reaches 20 games, Milan. We've then got Juve and then Milan in the cup the midweek afterwards. It's our first defeat in the league this season. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. We was going to lose at one point. Strakosha's back now, which means we don't have to play Flappy Hansky. Let's have a look. When did we brought Flappy Hansky in on deadline day. He's played 3 games and conceded. He's played 4 games and conceded 6. Maybe he wasn't the best signing, but we did it for Bay. We did it for Bay. The man who's who put up with Chernovo for probably one of the longest of people consistently being here. Had multiple enjoyments watching season 3 of that Chernovo save. We did it for him. VIP in the chat for a reason. But yeah, he wasn't the best signing. Let's just put it that way. Juve have won their game in hand to move up into 5th. They play midweek and had Cuadrado sent off. That's nice. And Venezia gave them a tough game. So, possible advantage us, I guess. Obviously, we play Milan at home in the Cup as well. Is there away goals in the Coppa Italia semi-final? That's one thing I've got to see. Away goals used, yep. Away goals are a thing. That is good to know. Who can't catch anything. Yeah, exactly. Like, it had to be done. It had to be done. Like, you can't not have a season where a goalkeeper just couldn't make a save and then not do it. Right, I want to see who won in the... No, I don't want to see that. I want to go to the Europa League. I just want the Europa League, right. First knockout round, who went through? Leipzig knocked out Spartak, cool. Sporting after their first leg win there. Lyon, Ajax. I'd love Bodo Glimt. Please give me Bodo Glimt game. Bodo Glimt would be perfect. Come on, you know you want to give me Bodo Glimt. That's what you want to give me. Ajax Leicester's nice because that's a big team out. Lyon will go through that tie. Monaco should go through that. Leipzig should go through that tie. Right, here we go. Bodo Glimt. Oh, they've been given an easy tie. What? We've got Lille. The fact that Bodo Glimt got Celtic in that. How? I mean, at least on the bright side, if we get through Lille, Bodo Glimt Bodo Glimt or Celtic would be a nice one in the latter stages, I suppose. I suppose. But, like, come on, FM. You could have given me something a little bit nicer, really. Like... But we've got Lille now. At least we'll start the... At least we'll, we should beat Lille. Where are Lille and Ligue 1?
Shalom! Shalom!
Ligue 1. VFG Tex 9. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. How is your Wednesday been? If you let us know what team you support and what FM save you've got going on, if you have one on the go. I mean, Lille aren't even in the top 8, the top 7. They're 16th. Oh, they should be fine. Although I say that, I've lost as PSG to a 14th place Man United. So, swings and roundabouts, I suppose. But they've not done well. Right, let's beat Juve. Lazzari's not fit. Hisaj comes in. Lazzari comes off the bench and will bring Felipe Anderson on through. DeMarco's back fit. Strakosha will be playing. That is just rule number 1. Do not play Fabianski. Unless we get a keeper sent off. That's now the rules. Need to show that the recent praise is justified. I need a strong defense. Come on, dominate the midfield. Chiro, I'm looking for you to add to your 32 goals this season. Not like we beat Juventus in their own backyard earlier in the season. So winning here would be lovely. Double over Juventus, mud them further in the league. And then keep our title hopes alive. DeMarco, he's done brilliantly here. He's found the cross. SMS, ooh, Chesney was scrambling. My day has been fine. Your save is Birmingham on FM. Nice. How's that been going? What season you in? I like knowing what other people are doing in their saves. Because you get to see mine. And I like to know because I'm a nosy sod. I'm a nosy sod. But yeah, Alberto, let's get a goal from this corner. Oh. I mean, there's a goal. Marisic has scored. It was an absolute clusterfuck of bobbles and bounces. It was pinball in the penalty area. Season 10, nice. Felipe forced a good save. There was bobbling around. Chesney cleared it off the line and Marisic smacked it into the back of the net and whacked him whilst he was doing it. He did well to tip the ball away. Goal indeed. Just won the Champions League, then left to Liverpool. Nice. And now you're going to dominate the league and everything like that with Liverpool. Is that the plan? Dominate the league, win all the cups, and win the quadruple with Liverpool. Chiesa, let's stop the shot, please. Oh, Strakosha's back. He's made the save. Welcome in, Mark. How are you, good sir? And Birmingham are in the mud. Okay. Yeah, I financially mudded my Road to Glory club last year. Good. Mark, I hate to say it, we lost the unbeaten season. 25 league games in, and then we finally lose it. Milan did us dirty. DeMarco in. SMS. Oh. Resign. It's not the rules of the save, Mark. I can't. I wish I could. No, I really don't. I'm loving playing as Lazio right now. It's so much fun. I'm pleased. My rules. Yeah, but Mark, my rules matter more than your rules. If this wasn't a stream save, maybe I would have just for you. You won the quadruple with Birmingham before you left to Liverpool. You love to see it. SMS, Akpa Akpro, Hisaj, please square it. SMS, DeMarco. Oh, we've created chances in this game. We should be more than a goal up. Juventus are being absolutely battered. Oh, SMS. Oh, he's not getting there. Chesney clears. That's a great ball to Chiesa. Vlahovic has found Morata. No foul for that. Wow, we've got away with one there. Ciro Immobile. Akpa Akpro. I love his name. Akpa Akpro. Alberto. Ciro. SMS. He drills it from distance. It's saved by Chesney. Absolutely drilled that one. If it had gone in, Alan Partridge would have been saying he has a foot like a traction engine. And we like a bit of Alan Partridge. Alberto. Sensible to keep possession. Basic. Alberto. Can he find the right pass? Ciro. 2-0. Did you see that? He must have a foot like a traction engine, indeed. Klopp has been rubbish after winning Liverpool their 24th Prem. What? That was liquid football. Alberto with the assist. Ciro with the goal. It's 2-0 to Lazio against Juventus. And Inter aren't winning. Hold the door. Hellas Verona are holding Inter to a 0-0 right now. It's 10-man Inter, but we don't care. Alberto, SMS. Surely there's a pen there, ref. Juventus have not laid a glove on us right now. DeMarco, Alberto. Oh, it's 3. It's 3. Luis Alberto gets it in. Scintillating stuff from Lazio. And now we can start to look to maybe rest some players ahead of the cup match in midweek. DeMarco, for example. Luis Alberto's on a 9.2, chat. Akpo can be replaced by Leva. Alberto can come off for Pedro. And Zakagny can go as the shadow striker ahead of SMS. We'll save that final change because there's still 20 minutes left to go. Match fix, no. Too far for Ronaldo to think about, surely. Oh, what a goal! Patrick wins it. That's a bit of Clive Tilsley there, if I remember correctly. Ref is fixing this match in Lazio's favour. Never. Never. Lazio just too good. This Immobile makes it 4. Oh, we're too bloody good, chat. We're too bloody good. Juventus being absolutely ripped a new one here. Pedro and Immobile with the 1-2. First time past Szczesny, who can't keep it out. Lazio 4, Juventus 0. Atalanta are going above them. Inter are still being held by Verona. This is huge. Because we've made a real statement of intent by beating Juve the way we have. No, Chiri's on a hat-trick. I can't do that. He said just knackered. Felipe Anderson can go at right wing. As the right wing back. For fuck's sake, he picks up a groin injury. As I make the sub. Felipe Anderson. And that's why Felipe Anderson hasn't played much this season. Marisic wins the header. Basic. Felipe Anderson. Take your man on. Whip the cross in. He does. Kamenovic. Oh, he's hit the beans. Oh, he's hit the beans. Well, that, chat, I think we can safely say, was emphatic. Unbelievable result. Tex is not happy. He thinks it's fixed. He's calling for Calciopol to get involved again. Match fix. Luis Alberto dropped a 9.2. Immobile an 8.7. DeMarco a 7.9. Marisic at the back an 8.1. How big is the result? Winning breeds confidence. I think that's a reasonable idea. Did that tell them I was giving them the day off? I've done that a few times now. Absolutely not. We have a cup game in midweek. Of course we're not giving you the day off. Who do you think I am? I'll take the 8 to 9 days and give you injections. Patrick could use with a little rest. He can rest then. We'll rest Immobile as well whilst he's injured. And he's got the injections. Lazari, how long are you out for? When do you come back, Lazari? 5 to 10 days, so you're out for the Milan game. Cool. Napoli best Roma. Mad. Juve have been bribed. Never. What's a Juve? I only know Zebra. I changed the database that I started with originally because I didn't have the name fix in, and when I tried to put the name fix in, it wasn't working until I restarted the database. I'm just gonna have to let you go in that case then, Pedro. Felipe Anderson, the same thing. I'm just gonna have to let you go. They might not I might not be here to need to make that promise, especially if we can beat Immobile. Beat Milan away from home. Piemonte Calcio, yep. Fair. EA Sports FC above all. Of course. You can't beat a beat of EA Sports FC. Request a summary to the unbox. Zebra in 7th place. They are indeed. They're in 6th place. Roma are in 7th. But they are a whopping 23 points off the pace. We have been top of the league since day one. They did draw to Verona. Oh, stop it. I'm horny. We drew 1-1 with them, but we still got to play them later in the season. When do we play them again, actually? That's an interesting question. Oh, after the semi-final, we played them on with 4 games left to go. That could very much be the title decider. If we beat Inter there, I think we win the league. If we can keep up this run of form we've got. If we can keep up that run of form, plus then having the another, yeah, see, he's getting the player of the month every month because he's the best player in the league. He's on 29 league goals this season and 22. God, he's so good. He's on 34 goals in 26 starts this season. Holy shit. And he's only valued at that. I want to offer him a new contract, but I don't want to offer him a new contract at the same time, just in case, because once his contract end? 2026. Just won the World Cup. You love to see it, Tex. Who'd you win it with? Did you bring football home with England? Or did you win it with someone else? Monthly manager review. We're doing absolutely smashing. Brazil. Nice. I'll let you go then. Fuck off. England may be your next stop. We do have to win the World Cup and Euros. That in this save. At some point. Atalanta play Roma. We play Milan. Lazari's obviously not fit. Hysaj plays. And then Felipe Anderson comes onto the bench. And then I don't think we change anything. Because we're playing really well. No change from the last match. We absolutely just spanked Juventus. We need to prove to everybody that we can go to Milan and win. We need to prove we can go to Milan and win. That we couldn't do it last time. It cost us our unbeaten season. Let's now not do it this time. Or France. France would be a good shout. Do you know what I would take a 2-1 loss? Like, if you told me that the 2-1 loss in the league was going to be the same result in this cup match, I'd take it now. Because it then keeps us in the game. We have the away goal as well. Like, it's an even tie at that point. As Brahim Diaz is in and has scored. Highlight from kickoff. Basic. Alberto. DeMarco's never getting there. Right, we need to win this back. Akpagpo, brilliant from you. Immobile. Oh, that's poor. That's poor. Come on. SMS, Hysaj. Oh, that's poor from you as well. We've given the ball away like 3 times in this highlight. That cannot mean good news, especially from kickoff. Okay, it's harmlessly over this time, but we have not started well. Berate the boys. Demand a little bit more from them. Tell them they're not playing good enough. We've not had a shot in the opening 22 minutes. Milan seem to have the counter to the system as Calabria comes forward into the penalty area and forces a good save. They are battering us right now. They are putting us through our paces right now, and we have no answer to it as it stands. But can that change? I'd love it to. Marisic. Hysaj. Marisic is... I mean, he could have maybe gone forward there. Patrick. That's a hit and hope kind of pass. That isn't really going to do us any favours. They've played that long to Leao. Marisic does well to intercept that. Now let's keep the ball. Let's be calm. That's a great ball. Immobile's in. And he equalises. Come on. What a brilliant ball that is. Over the top, in behind. Immobile runs onto it. He gets in behind the Milan defence. The goal is upheld. Is that Hisaj? Yeah, Hisaj with the assist of the season. Allows Immobile to take one touch out of his stride and slot it past Maignan. And Lazio have got their away goal as well. We've got our away goal. Basic has now picked up a knock. Is he able to carry on? Injury is affecting him. That is fine. Then Cataldi will come in. We don't want people to be playing with knocks that they can't really shake off. Leao was the danger man in the league game. He got the brace that won it for them. But not really being at our best. We're still level in this game just before half time. You take that, as I say that, as Calabria is in and puts it over. That's 2 or 3 times he's got in that position, Calabria. But we're level at the break. 1-1. Show me something better in the second half. Did I put the opposition instructions on? I did this time. Let's see if we can pick up. Alberto's on a 6.2. This is not going to help. Right, Pedro, come and show us your magic, son. Show us your magic. Show us what you've got. Can you do better than a 6.2 of Luis Alberto? Or will you do just as badly? Because I could have brought Sakagni on, Pedro, but I've decided to bring you on instead. Despite you being upset at me earlier in the week, I'm trying to rebuild some trust and some faith in you. And that's a brilliant save, Strakosha. Brahim Diaz should score. He really should score. Corner whipped in. It's headed away. Shot back in from Kier goes over. With half hour to go, a 1-1 draw still does me. Because we then have the home leg. The ability it lies in our own fate. When and we go through at this point. There's no away goals to hold us back. When and we go through. SMS has also not been at the races today. We're going to bring we're going to bring Sakagnium. DeMarco and Hisaj are knackered. We don't really have a good option on the right. So we'll bring Kamenovic on for DeMarco. Cataldi free kick in. Headed away. We go again. Felipe. Out to Marisic. Pedro. The header back from Tomori. With just over 10 minutes to go, can we nip in and get a winner? This is nice football from Lazio. Not Lazio, Milan. To play out from the back. We haven't been able to really get close, but Giroud's pass was loose, but so was that header from Hisaj. Teo Hernandez, he's got the pace. Kessie! That's come from Hisaj's loose header as well. We can't make any more subs. We've made 4. I think we've made them in 3 stoppages. That's why we can't make any more. Let's see if we can maybe grab something later on. I said I'd take 2-1 though. There's a late highlight. Long throw in. We don't really use long throws, but it's there. Cataldi. That's a great tackle, but we've got possession back. Kamenovic. Luis Felipe. Pedro. Can we find the right pass? Sakagni. Brilliant touch. Oh, that's a wonderful save. That's a wonderful save. Wait, that wasn't a save? How have we not gone in front there? Or not got an equaliser there? He's actually... Yeah, this is an endgame highlight. This isn't anything else. They've beaten us in their own place 2-1 both times. They deserved this win, though. I'm not sure about the first one. We just weren't good enough. We didn't turn up. And we have it all to do in the second leg of the semi-final, chat. We have it all to do in the second leg of the semi-final. But that, chat, help an idiot out here before we go. Where do I get the parameters of my dev center in terms of quality facilities I'm loaning out to? I've seen it and done it 1,000 times, but I cannot for the life of me. Right, let me just go through this quickly. So if we go dev center, loans. What are you trying to look for in the dev center? Because I'm not too certain, Ian. Are you talking in terms of affiliate clubs? When you ask for affiliates? Get me a Gyatso of what you're trying to... of where you're looking at right now, and then maybe I can help. I think it's because I control it as opposed to my DOF. You sure? I can have a quick look before I wrap up. Luca Romero is the first.
Shalom! Shalom!
I don't feel like that's far away. Chrissy SW, thank you for the follow. Jim has said shalom. I will say hello. Welcome in. Hope all is good. Hope all is good. I never like ending on a defeat, but I'm not playing the Cagliari game. I'm good. Thanks, pal. Well, here we are then, chat. We have finished. We have got through January. We have got through February. 2 months of football we've got through today. It's been quite a good run. It's been quite a good run. Other than the 2 defeats to Milan, we've won every game. Milan seem to be a bit of our bogey team. Although we did beat them 3-0 earlier in the league at home. So I'm hoping that 3-0 win at home comes back into play in this second leg of the semi-final. Because otherwise we're looking down the barrel of having to stay another season in Italy just for the Coppa Italia. But we're 4 points clear at the top of Serie A. The unbeaten season has gone. Sad, we know. But we are still top, as we have been this entire season. And we have found out that we will be facing Lille in the second knockout round, the last 16 of the UEFA Europa League. That is where we'll leave it. Nice little recap, nice little roundup. We've done very, 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 very well. Now let's find somebody to drop El Rado over to. Who is still alive? Have I raided this person in a while? I don't think we have. No, we haven't in a while. We're going to raid Henry. He's managing in the top tier of Slovakia. And he seems to be doing well with them in his aptly named Journey Mantle save. So get as many of you there as possible. I will be back Saturday. I'll be announcing the new 1 season challenge in the next day or so. It'll be before Saturday. Next new 1 season challenge. I've still got to make the graphic for it. I've been lazy. I haven't made it. I need to sort it out. It'll be sorted, ready in time for Saturday. So when it comes to Saturday stream, you'll know who we're managing. Glory Hunter will be back next week, where we will look to try and finish the season and hopefully see if we can make our way out of into Italy after one season, or if we're gonna have to stick around for another one. I've been Sean. This has been Glory Hunter. Lazio are fucking massive. I'll catch you next time. Say hi to Henry. Drop him a follow if you haven't already. Bye.